Welcome to Passionate Achiever. Good afternoon, lovely people. I'm here once again to provide you with a word of wisdom, a topic that will enable you to transform your life and turn your life around, a topic that will enable you to tap into your unlimited potential that is within you and will enable you to utilize it judiciously to be able to achieve your goal and that dream that you set for yourself. Today's topic, it's something that is unique to every human being. Why do I say so? Because every one of us thinks once we are out of the four walls of the academic setting, we believe that is where learning ends. But to life, it's a different ballgame entirely. Because life itself is a series of self-development events that test us before giving us a lesson and a solution to itself. Let me ask you this question. How much are you willing to spend to develop yourself? Well, you might be wondering, where am I going to and why do I just start from that aspect? Well, the topic of today is self-development. Self-development, it's a way, a method that will enable you to change who you are so that you can create who you want to be. It is a sort of a development process that you go through which enables you to do a self-reflection of who you are, your character, the state at which you are, the level at which you want to be, and what you can do or put in place that will enable you to turn things around for yourself. It is taking responsibility for your own self, your action, your thoughts, and your way of life. Self-development is key to every human being in this spinning planet. It's a way that will enable us to see the reality of who we are. Why do I say so? Self-development opens the door to every area of our life. In different skills or different activity, one needs to upskill themselves. Because when you upskill yourself, you create value. Value creation is the future. That is why two people can work in the same organization and one gets more pay than the other one. Why? Because it creates more value than the other one. And why does it create more value? Because he impacted a lot of things into himself. He imbibed the principle of self-development. He keeps developing himself. How often do you develop yourself? Be it physically, spiritually, or mentally. But in order to narrow things down, we will be looking at the mental aspect of development today. Just the same way we developed our body, just the same way we feed ourselves daily, morning, afternoon, and night. How many people tend to feed their brains? How many people tend to put their brain through that process which will enable them to acquire more knowledge? How many people test their brain on a daily basis? It's a key thing because it's the resources that is given to us as well. The same way our physical body is being given to us, in which we have to test it beyond its limit. We have to test our mental ability beyond our limit, because when we test it, when we put our mental ability through test, it enables us to bring out that potential that is hidden within us that we need to use to help the world to see the reality in things that they want to achieve. There are key things that will enable us to acquire this self-development. We can acquire self-development in two ways. One is either we are acquiring a knowledge through our own experience, or we are acquiring knowledge through other people's experience. Let's quickly look at 5 ways through which we can acquire skills and knowledge that will enable us to tap into that potential, that would give us the opportunity to quickly self-develop ourselves in different areas of our life. One of it is we have to create the habit of reading. A wise man once says, readers are leaders. ability to be able to read at every point in time, to dig into different set of books, to dig into different set of words of scholars or articles that are written by people, give us an enlightenment into life. One thing I want you to know is the successful people, they put their life history, they put the journey which they go through, they put it in a book that they've written. And mere reading that book would reduce that distance or the journey which you have to take, most especially if you want to achieve what they've already achieved. Not only that, reading books open you to an opportunity in different areas. It gives you the ability to relate with that individual that has achieved what you want to achieve. When you read books, you acquire knowledge about other people's life. You acquire information that can transform your life as well. Apart from that, technology has so make it easy that with a lot of people read hard copy books, but now due to the globalization effect and the technological advancement, we can always read books because we all have a phone. We can read e-books on our mobile phone. You can read Kindle books. Not only that, they've also put it in the simplest form for us, whereby you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to YouTube, you can also listen to e-books recording on an audio, whereby you can listen to the story of this individual that has portrayed or has that quality or character which you want to kind of imbibe to enable you journey towards where you are going. The other things we need to do as well is listen to personal development recordings from people of like mind or people of high intelligence. This will continue to ginger us and propel us to be able to see reality in how we're going to develop ourselves. One of the key things I often do every morning when I go to work is to listen to audios from Jim Rohn. Not only Jim Rohn, Liz Brown, Lisa Nichols. Listening to all these speakers of high intelligence enable me to do one thing. It enables me to see reality in everything that I'm doing. Apart from that, is a sort of a momentum process that gingers me up and propel me to kind of re-energize myself to get things done. The other things we must also do as well, apart from becoming addictive to reading, is that we must also learn new languages, register for courses, challenge that ability to be able to discover that there's some potential within us that we never know we have until when we put our mental ability to test. By doing courses or learning different languages, give us an opportunity, one, to learn about other people's culture, to acquire more knowledge about things that we don't know from the onset. The other third things we might need to do as well to be able to self-develop ourselves is also to find a role model. Create a time to have an interview with this role model. Take them out. If there's an opportunity of mentorship, let's require for it, because this is a journey of life they've gone through. And if we could have that ability to sit with them and ask different set of questions of how do they go about achieving those things that we want to achieve, it will open the light as to how we have to journey through that process as well for us. And one more other things that we will do that is so key as well is we have to experiment. Experimenting things ourselves by doing it, because acquisition of knowledge is key, but practicalization of it and implementation of it is the password to success. If we keep practicing doing trial by error, we will learn a new things, because that's another way for us to self-develop ourselves, because that will enable us to know what we're doing wrong, what is so structured to our lifestyle that we need to imbibe into our process of doing things, what other things we need to take out of our system that alters our routine or creates a sort of a problem to our process of progression. Let me put this to you. How much are you willing to invest in yourself? What duration of time do you want to spend on self-developing yourself? Because when you do this, you self-develop yourself, you go through so many processes of developing yourself. This will enable you not only to move from the stage at which you are now to the stage you are going to, because the knowledge that takes you to this place of life will not take you to the next stage. And for you to move to the next stage in life, you need to acquire a different set of knowledge. You need to explore the reality of life through learning, reading on a regular basis, having a mentor, not only that, experimenting. And one of the things you might need to do as well is attending seminars, workshops will also enlighten you to things of life. Because one of the key things that statistics have shown is that 20% out of every people in an organization, that the top 20% out of them attend seminars and workshops. And technology has made it easy these days. You can attend seminars, you can attend workshops, you can do a webinar. Because a webinar enables you to sit down and listen to lectures or a speaker within the four walls of your house. The other benefit you will gain from attending workshops and webinars is that you not only get the knowledge of the speaker, you will also gain the knowledge of other participants, and you will build a platform of like-minded innovators. I still believe that self-development is key to our future and to our ways of life. And as long as we live in this spinning planet, one of the key things we need to do to progress is to self-develop ourselves. Are you ready to take the step to self-develop yourself? Because most of the time, a lot of us tends to spend much time helping organizations to develop their own structure. We help them to develop a model that will lead the organization to its progress. But how many hours in a day are we spending to develop ourselves? It's something you need to think about. And when you think about it, and you can really look in depth into your life, it's something that will help you to progress and develop in every area of your life. Thank you for staying with me on this program, for watching this series. I'll see you on the next series. And please, always provide us with a feedback and a comment. We are open to improvement, which is one of the things that will enable us to develop ourselves as well, and to give you the best of everything that will enable you to progress in life and become the best version of yourself. Thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Have a wonderful day.